Does this mean that people who commit suicide would have died anyway, around the same time, or from some other cause if they had made that particular choice?
It depends upon the person, it depends upon the theme, and it depends upon the methodology in terms of the belief systems and energy states that surround what you perceive to be suicide. So there can be exceptions. In general, the way most suicides occur in your collective society is a cutting short of an agreement. Therefore, the individual, once in spirit, may realize that and may wish to continue the theme in some way, shape, or form, whether physically or non-physically, to complete the theme, to complete the agreement. Because it may have been made from the misunderstanding or lack of understanding that they had more choices than they thought they had to continue the life and finish out the agreements that they chose to begin with. So by cutting themselves short, they may continue in some way, shape, or form. But nevertheless, the idea of simply saying all death is suicide is a generalized recognition that in general, by letting it happen naturally, by letting it unfold naturally, you do generally allow a window of timing to occur. But it can be very specific or it can be very random, so to speak. So just as there have been individuals in your society that have said, I'm going to die precisely at 10:27 on Tuesday morning, and then they do, obviously they simply became aware of the fact that they had, for some reason, chosen to have a very specific range of time for their lifespan. Others may say, well, I'll choose to go out by some particular quick or slow methodology when it generally suits the idea that I have completed my theme, but there's no hurry to it. So maybe they will be taken out by what you typically call an accident or a disease or something along that line. Others may simply say, I'll have the general idea of having a randomly chosen death. It's like an analogy of your roulette wheel where they will allow the wheel to spin and they will allow the ball to go around and around and around. And there may be any number of ways that they could allow themselves to pass into spirit, but they will accept wherever the ball falls randomly by all the opportunities that spin past until it slows down and the ball finds its niche, and they will simply accept that as the proper timing for their death. However, in this lifetime, there is also a way to change your theme once one theme is finished, and you may extend the lifespan sometimes to be able to afford the opportunity to explore a different theme. Those kinds of choices are now available, but they are also most likely made to begin with in spirit, saying, all right, well, when I'm done with one theme, I'll hang around and see if I can receive another theme to explore and sort of get a 2-for-1 in a physical lifetime. There are any number of these kinds of choices that can be made from the spirit and even from the idea of the physical personality if it recognizes consciously that it is aware of what theme it has been exploring and is aware that there may be some benefit to exploring a different theme.